Hello everyone, this is Ross here for Xbox Gamer Reviews, and today we're taking a look at Train Sim World Founders Edition. This is available now on the Microsoft Store, priced at £24.99, that's $29.99, €29.99. Right, we're going to take a look at some gameplay. What I am going to do is I'm going to jump into the tutorials because they're a little bit smaller than the actual main game, the scenarios and that. So we'll take a little bit look at the gameplay through the tutorials, then we'll come back and have a quick look through what else the game has to offer. Okay then. A bit of talking, so let this play through.
Speed train in Great Western Railway livery. Great work on being accepted as a driver for GWR. Today you're going to learn how to take control of this iconic train, get it moving and then bring it to a stop. Start by climbing aboard the locomotive. Enter through the cab door in front of you.
Okay, so yeah, bit of a tutorial as we said earlier on. These are a lot quicker to just show you around the game.
And when you're ready, have a seat in the driver's chair.
Excuse me mate, we're going to have to move you. Let's sit in the driver's chair. Right, so we can click the right stick in to get precision control. So what that does is it lets us use the left stick as a mouse cursor.
Starts by unlocking the reverser using the master key.
So you can then, so as an example, use it here. Unlock the master key with it.
Sets the reverser handle into the neutral position.
Like so.
That alarm is the AWS self-test system. You will need to acknowledge this before continuing. Press the AWS reset button.
So that's AWS, press B to reset that.
Hearing the engine revs build and starting to feel the power this powerful locomotive holds. When you're ready, hit the engine start button on the desk there.
Engine start.
Things start to get a little more complicated from here, but we'll take it step by step. Set the headlights to day headlamp and markers.
Right, so some things we can do either by using the switch on the desk. So for the lamps we can use the switch over there, or as you saw we can press and hold right on the D-pad. Day headlamp and markers. Job done.
Put the train in forwards, so we're ready to get moving. Using the reverser again, set the handle into forward.
Alright, so set the train to forward. We've now got to wait for the brakes to be charged.
Nearly there. Now apply some power and get this train moving. Ease the throttle handle into notch 1.
Right, so same again, we can either grab the throttle handle there and do it manually, or we can just pull the right trigger into throttle 1 and off we go. So we can also change camera views as well, so you press and hold the right stick, gives you a list. Each train's got a different amount. I think it's the class 66 that has the most different internal camera views anyway. We can go outside and we can go free camera, we can move around, take a look at the train as it comes past.
I think this is fast enough for now. To maintain our current speed, set the throttle handle back to idle.
Right, so we'll go back inside, set the throttle handle back to idle, use the right bumper to change it back down.
Great, and showing real confidence. All you need to do now is bring the train to a gradual stop. Set the train brake handle to initial to apply a small amount of braking force and let the brakes do the rest.
Right, so initial, that's that. Bring the train to a stop. There we go.
You're ready to head out there on your own now. If you remember everything I've shown you here, you will do just fine.
Okay, now this is the 166.
This is the Class 166 in Great Western Railway livery. This unit is used up and down the Great Western Main Line, providing stopping services to thousands of commuters each week. Today, you're going to learn how to take control of this unit, start it up, get it moving, and then bring it to a stop. Start by climbing aboard the unit. Enter through the cab door in front of you. Take a look around, and when you're ready, have a seat in the driver's chair.
Excuse me. There we go. So again, similar. It's going to give us some of the same tutorial stuff, but it's more about each train's different layout.
Start by unlocking the reverser using the master key.
Right, that is over this side.
Set the reverser handle into the neutral position.
Neutral.
That alarm is the AWS self-test system. You will need to acknowledge this before continuing. Press the AWS reset button.
That's the AWS reset. Apologies for that if it was really loud.
Start the engine to ensure the train does not roll back. Set the throttle brake to full service.
Right, so full service.
When you're ready, hit the engine start button on the desk to get the engine running. Now, set the headlights to day.
Right, so this time we'll use the, where is it? It's up there. We'll use the switch. Day, there we go.
Put the train in forwards so we're ready to get moving. Using the reverser again, set the handle into forward.
There we are.
By setting the throttle brake to off, they will start to release.
Set that to off. So there we go, it's off.
There. Now apply some power and get this unit moving. Ease the throttle brake handle into notch 1.
Notch 1 we are. We're slowly moving. Let's take a little look at this from the outside. Some nice detail to the trains. Let's get ourselves back inside. Speed up a bit, we've got to reach 10 miles an hour.
You're performing great and showing real confidence. All you need to do now is bring this unit to a gradual stop. Set the throttle brake handle to braking 1 to apply a small amount of braking force and let the brakes do the rest.
Right, let's do it to braking 1. There we go. Should gradually slow down. We'll speed it up a little bit if we need to. No, it's stopped at that for us for the tutorial, fair enough. Right, so we just got one more train to go, which is the Class 66. That's my favourite train anyway for this game, which is the one for doing a lot of heavy hauling and shunting stuff.
If you remember everything I've shown you here, you will do just fine.
Right, so it's giving us the station stopping tutorial next, so I suppose we'll get this one done with.
Stopping at stations correctly and on time is a vital part of keeping the railway running smoothly. Let's take a look at bringing a Class 166 service to a stop at Twyford. To start, bring the train up to speed, set the reverser to forward and apply a small amount of power using the combined throttle brake to get us off the line.
There we go. Slowly moving. Can of course get up and walk around when you're doing the main sort of game. You can walk around down through the carriages and stuff. You can even be a passenger if you want to on the service mode.
Once we've reached 40 miles per hour, we can start the process of slowing her back down and bringing her to a stop. Set the combined throttle brake to 5 and increase your speed up to 40 miles an hour.
Let's increase that then. There we go. Pull the blind down if you want to, got the sun in your eyes. That's the horn there as well. What do we need to get to? 40 miles an hour? Yeah.
that we're at speed, set the combined throttle brake back to off so that we can just coast.
Right, so set it back to just off so the train can coast. I think we need to start getting ourselves stopping. There was a little thing that flashed up but it disappeared straight away. Let's try and slow this down a little bit. You can turn all these markers off as well. You go to the main menu and go to options and turn it all off in there. Depends on how simulated you want it. Alright, let's get this train slowed right down. Hopefully that is it. Spot on.
We want to aim to stop at the S board at Twyford. Apply some brakes now and follow a gentle, smooth braking line right down to a stop.
Okay. Don't think I should have slowed down to a stop just there. Never mind. Let's get the train going again. I think I'll start to slow it down now. Yeah, I think we've made this a bit of a shambles, but we're still going to do it all the same. Right. There we go.
Passengers are ready to start boarding. Release the left doors using the button on the left of the desk. Wait for the boarding, then close the doors. To release the right doors, the button is on the right side of the desk, but you won't need that for now.
Yeah, so door releases are there. That's for the right side, that's for the left side, or we can just press and hold left on the D-pad on our left. Let's turn those wipers off because they're also attached to the D-pad and sometimes it turns those on. Right, so let's wait for the passengers to load. You can see that at the top left of the screen, and then we'll be able to hopefully finish this tutorial and then move on to the last one. So what I will do is I'll lock the doors using the panels this side this time. So we can train door close. There we go.
That was great. To driver judgment plays a big part towards a nice clean stop at stations, but you'll learn that after some practice of your own. This is a DBS Class 66 diesel locomotive, nicknamed Shed because of how it looks. This locomotive used to haul aggregates up and down the Great Western Main Line. Today, you're going to learn how to take control of this powerful freight locomotive, start it up, get it moving, and then bring it to a stop. Start by climbing aboard the locomotive. Enter through the cab door in front of you.
Right, so probably the most complex locomotive out of the three that's available.
Take a look around, and when you're ready, have a seat in the driver's chair.
Let's get those doors closed. Let's role play it to bits. Why not? Let me sit there, mate. Thank you. So again, it's telling us we can do the precision control, and in one of the other tutorials we did, I did say about the cameras being different.
Turning the master key on.
We'll go over that in a minute. So master key is just there for this one.
Now get the engine started. Set the engine run switch, generator field switch, and the control and fuel pump switch all to on.
And that is these down here. Let's go precision mode for these.
Here you go. Use the engine start button on the desk, then wait for the engine to get running and set the isolation switch to run.
There it goes.
This locomotive uses the PBL braking system. Before we go anywhere, we need to run a quick brake test. First, hold the auto brake handle in the release position until the brake pipe control needle in front of you reaches 5. That means the brakes are completely released.
Right, so there's the brake pipe release thing there. So the 5 is in the center at the top. So when we move this to release, you'll see that needle move all the way around and point to the top, letting us know that the brakes have been released. There we go.
The brakes now need charging, so a full application is needed. This time, hold the auto brake handle in the apply position until the brake pipe control needle is at 3.
Right, so we've now got to hold it in position. There we
It looks as
go.
though the brakes are working as they should. All you need to do now is fully release the brakes again, so we can get moving.
Right, let's fully release them again. There we go.
Time to get moving. Turn the headlights and marker lights on.
And they are up here this time. Right, so daytime, there we go.
Put the train in forwards so we're ready to get moving. Using the reverser, set the handle into forward. Now you need to release the last of the brakes, the parking brake.
There we go.
Nearly there. Now apply some power and get this train moving. Ease the throttle handle into notch 1.
Alright, so we'll do this with the right trigger. There we go. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, the camera views, this train has loads. So if you look at the internal cameras, we can look at each desk individually. Main
I
desk.
think this is fast enough for now. To maintain our current speed, set the throttle handle back to idle.
There's also more as well, so we can hang our head out the left or the right side of the cab, and all the different desks we can look at as well. Let's go back to engineer's seat anyway, so we need to back to idle.
That's it. Let's bring the train to a gradual stop. Using the auto brake handle in the apply position again, get the brake pipe control needle in front of you to around 4 to apply a gentle application, and then let the brakes do the rest.
Right, so let's go there. There we go. Get the needle to about 4. Let it slow itself down. There we go.
your own now. If you remember everything I've shown you here, you will do just fine.
Right, so we're now back on the main menu. Tutorials is what we've just done. You've also got scenarios. There's 5 in here to do, so it'll pick a different thing for you to do for each of the trains. There's 5 in total, so and they range from 60, 45, 40, 45 and 75 minutes, depending which one you choose. You can see those there next to the image for the mission. My personal favourite is Aggregate Industries, just because it's hauling some aggregate around and basically shunting around. I prefer that to, say, passenger trains. So yeah, you can do those there. Then once you've done with that, you can move on to services. And this is the game's version of like a free mode, if you like. You can jump in at any point during the 24-hour service of the game, picking any of the spots you want to. So this first bit here is you can change your environmental settings, so if you want any rain or anything like that, you can set all that there. So yeah, this is the timetable. Scroll down the timetable, pick a spot you want to launch in at, and there's different journeys as well. So that's London, Paddington to Bristol, Temple Meads, but you will only run it as far as Reading. So the map for this version of the game is London, Paddington to Reading, which is about 35 miles in full length, and it's all to scale as well. So to do a non-stop journey from one end to the other is about 20-30 minutes, depending on the train that you're in. And you can get out of the train as well if you want to. If you get halfway through the journey and fancy jumping on a different train, you can stop, get up, and you can even just go and sit on a train and be a passenger if you want to as well. There's also collectibles come to this mode. Go and find collectibles at some of the stations. The Class 66 does also have a different livery as well. You can press X to switch that. I don't know if there's any plans to bring any other ones. You can see we switched it there to the EWS livery. That's the only one that you can do it with at the minute, as far as I'm aware. Right, so that is that. That's pretty much it then. So can we go and check out the options? So you can have all your notifications pop up within the game. Button prompts can be on. Change your measurement units. All the markers and that you can turn on and off, so all the on-screen markers, how much of the heads-up display you want. So that's all there. There we go, I wanted that. Controls, you can toggle through there, different control schemes for whether you're in a train or on foot. Right, so let's go to the next one, which is audio. So got your different volume levels there. That's about it. There's no settings for any visual stuff that is missing from this version of the game. It is available on PC. So yeah, I don't know if you noticed throughout that there was a few issues with some frame rates and some screen tearing as well there. But yeah, this has been my preview of Train Sim World Founders Edition on Xbox One. I hope this gives you a nice little insight into the game, what it looks like, what it plays like. If it does, please leave a like on it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.